Good evening, chatters. Hello. How is everyone doing? I'm fixing myself right now so you can actually see me. That'd be pretty cool. There we are. Hello. How are we doing? It's been a minute since I streamed. As you might have noticed, I've been a little less present than otherwise. As you might guess, I've been a little bit overwhelmed, a tiny bit. It's kind of exhausting to be in, to get into a random fucking big drama where someone suddenly hates you and thinks you're a gaslighting piece of shit. So I've been dealing with that for a little bit, but it's okay. I want to get back on the saddle and get into actually talking about stuff that doesn't make me want to kill myself. Hypothetically in Minecraft. But yeah, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Biden's Blooper, Hamzy, Mia, and Ian. How's everyone doing? Nice to have you. We got some interesting stuff to look at today. Got some fun little news pieces to talk about. Some valuable discussions to be had. So that should be fun. Yeah, I want to note that I'm gonna be avoiding going back into that discourse, which we've been focusing on recently, because holy shit, people keep badgering me about it, and I'm just fucking tired. I'm tired of it. I'm just not interested. I've said what I want to say. My opinion is clearly stated, and I'm not gonna entertain further shit. I've had people be very annoying, and I'm just tired of it. You know, go fuck yourselves, maybe. Okay, leave me be. Okay, you know. But yeah. Cold medicine's working, so you have energy finally. I'm glad to hear that, Ian. I'm glad to hear that. Isn't it incredible, the fucking medicine we have nowadays? Isn't it wild that with every issue you can kind of just go to a shop and find something that'll like some random fucking elixir that'll somehow make it better? It's so sick. What is happening? We're just chilling. We're just chilling. Mia and Rose are juking it out, apparently. Be polite, be kind, okay? Alright. I've known you for nearly 3 years, Mia, and I've hated every second of it. Wait, Bloomper, you're a long-time Mia friend? Is this Mia lore? I didn't know that. I thought you folks had just met and were just similar. Yeah. So hi for the poke segment. Nice to have you, Agony, our resident religious person. The probably the 1% who views my channel. Yeah, I legit taught her politics, LMAO. I might expose her in our chat. No way. What did Mia used to think? Did Mia used to have terrible opinions? I'm very curious. You got a Bible? I want to get a Bible. I've been meaning to read the Bible at some point, but there's so many things I want to work through, and the Bible is one of them, because it's so interesting and kind of fundamental in shaping culture and common values in the Christian-dominated world. So I feel like it's worth reading, but also... Wait, what's CE? Which one is CE? CE? CE... Yeah? What does that mean? Oh, CE means common era or current era. CE is equivalent to AD. Okay. So they wrote the Bible apparently 100 years after the death of Christ. Interesting. Okay. All right. I was not apolitical, Rose. Okay. I'm very curious. I just want to read the Jesus Yeshua parts. That's fair. Yeah. I mean, I think there are probably, certain parts of it that people focus on way more anyway. So it's kind of, it's not necessarily worth finding out about every single little thing, right? Connection dying, you think it's your end? It must be, yeah. I can see my connection in the corner. It's okay. The Bible was spoken mostly prior to recording it. That makes sense. Yeah, that's how a lot of historical stuff like that is, right? Okay. All right. Okay. Don't worry. It's not beef, chatter. It's not beef. Don't worry. We have lots of silly, goofy chatters who'll make silly, goofy jokes. It's okay. Don't worry. They're just messing about. But yeah, please avoid genuine arguments in chat, because holy shit, I am not you guys collective dad, okay? You gotta sort that out in private, okay? Not in my stream chat. Alright? Okay? But yeah, let's all right, we should get into stuff. I'm not sure, I don't have like heaps and heaps of content for today. I just want to kind of work through, see how far we get, and then have like a kind of nice chat, comfy cozy chat at the end, and I think that would be fun, you know. So let's let's hop into it, eh? Let's hop into it. Let me turn this down. I like the jazz music, but I feel like it kind of subdues my brain, you know? Like the jazz music starts playing and I just like, I go into this mildly retarded trance. Okay, let's, what are we gonna have a look at first? This is interesting. This is interesting, and I think this is worth talking about, okay? I'm gonna offer you some news that is neither particularly good. Well, it is good, but it's bittersweet, right? Because this is one of those stories which I'm gonna show you where you hear about it and your first thought is, why does this have to be a story? It's a kid selling lemonade to pay for his dad's cancer fees kind of story. Where on the one hand you are happy that the cancer fees are being paid. On the other hand, what the fuck, you know? So what I'm going to show you here is kind of an example of that kind of feeling, and it's this. Ouch! Is it going to work? Here we are. Massachusetts has become the 5th state in the nation, the 5th only, to make prison phone calls free. So in prison, you have to pay for a lot of shit, okay, including phone calls, and it's not like just any tiny price as well. I'm considering how much people make from prison wages, which I believe is I believe I read one time it was 14 cents an hour, but let me check that. Prisoner wages, let's see, 93 cents. Oh wait. Okay, minimum wage was 86 cents. Oh wait, no, here we are, look at this. So currently the minimum wage is $13.20. The current wage scale for people incarcerated here, however, ranges from 10 cents an hour to 65 cents an hour. Good afternoon, chatter. Nice to have you. Prison calls are not free. And prison, okay, so when we're considering this, right? 10 cents an hour, right? Let's take a look at prison phone call costs. Because think about that, right? So fucking 10 cents an hour, right? And I'm not sure if we have it listed here. I believe it's somewhere in the article, but I think it got up to like, here we are, $2.40 and $2.80 for a 20-minute call-in. So if we're having a prisoner who might be paid only 10 cents an hour, that is 24 hours of work that they need to do to have a 20-minute call. And it's insane. And this is very much one of those examples of a rule that exists solely to kind of punish the prisoners, to kind of make them feel even worse for what they did, and to kind of, you know, further dehumanize them. And shockingly, that doesn't really help. It's not very good. It's not actually useful, and it leads to a higher recidivism rate. So when we have prisoners actually being able to be experience visitation and have their families come see them, recidivism rates go down between, I think it was 10 and 25%. It's like a big difference. And obviously phone calls aren't exactly the same, but you can definitely track something similar onto that. Good evening, Jimbo. How you doing? Nice to have you. Good afternoon. Very real, very real. American prison labor meets the technical definition of slavery, by the way. Oh yeah? What is the technical definition of slavery? Let's have a look at that. Slavery definition. Because that's also an interesting question, isn't it? Like when does wage labor become slavery if you are still being paid? The condition of being legally owned by someone else or being forced to work with them, or the activity of legally owning other people who are forced to work for or obey you. Yeah. I mean, I think you could definitely argue that qualifies under that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that sounds about right. I mean, you are pretty much owned by whoever's running the prison at that point, right? I mean, prisoners are basically just a commodity for prisons to make more money, right? Like that's a big issue in the US, that they are just like, they do just exist to generate income. And that is part of why the US has such an insanely high rate of incarceration. Products made by American prisoners can't be sold in various countries that have laws about not buying products made from slavery. That's crazy. Yeah, but like, isn't that like incredibly fucked up and like a very clear example of this kind of thing? Yeah, horrible. It literally says in the Constitution that prisoners can be legally enslaved. Yeah. The 13th Amendment, where they have the little note, you know. You can't do slavery unless they do something bad. Okay, then you can do just a little bit, just a little bit. All right, maybe they deserved it. Maybe it's okay. It's okay. You just don't need to worry. All good. At least it's not neo-slavery anymore, I guess. What qualifies as neo-slavery? Let's take a look at that as well. Let's bash out all of these. Yeah, I mean, I guess that just neo-slavery would just be like, what, wage slavery? Is that the kind of slavery we're talking about? Yeah, this seems, yeah, not good. Oh, particular time period before Jim Crow laws? Oh, okay. Alrighty. The untold history of post-Civil War neo-slavery. Okay, this is new to me. This is a long article. I'm not going to go all the way into that. But okay, so it's a certain period post the criminalization of slavery, where they had just basically like a little new version that just went around the rules by the looks of it. Yeah, that sounds like a reasonably accurate thing. It's certainly coerced slavery. Yeah. Okay, all right. Let's But yeah, so that's pretty fucked up. But at least in Massachusetts now, they can actually, call their family and loved ones. And when you think about how many, parents as well, how many dads are in prison, and a decent amount of mums as well, it's like pretty horrible to think about the fact that they just can't contact their kid, and they just have like no opportunity to do anything because of a mistake they've made. So yeah. But at least those people will be a tiny bit better off now. It's a stepwise thing. Though it is frustrating that it's taken this long to get there. All right, let's move on from that. Let's take a look. What else do we have? So this is interesting. Let's take a look at this development in the Israel-Palestine conflict, which we've seen. So let's not have a look at that too much. Not observing the video of the kid suffering, but let's take a look at this. So Israel, recently, they did it again, something that they did before. They warned people about bombing, and they did warn them about bombing. So ethical. They told them that they were going to fuck up their houses before they fucked them up, which is just a beautiful, kind, generous thing. But when we look a bit deeper into that, we find out that that's not actually true. They continued to bomb even the part which they said they wouldn't. I'm trying to find the little bit where it says so. But there's a small part in here where people are talking about how they did evacuate to the certain areas which were designated, but it didn't. They continued to bomb them regardless, which is, yeah. Here we are. We were asleep, says Salah al-Ajah, owner of one of the houses destroyed at the site. They tell you it is a safe area, but there is no safe area in all of the Gaza Strip. So they just keep on doing it. And so another thing that they've done in order to continue to try and justify themselves as being incredibly ethical in their mass murder is this. They just dropped a... this is, new Fortnite season, folks. New map just dropped. Sorry. But have a look at this. So what they've done is they've to be helpful, they've divided up Gaza into a billion zones. A billion zones. It looks like it's in. There seem to be numbers in the thousands here. So if you're like not keeping up with every single thing that Israel tells you, and they would probably, so they say that they're going to make announcements for where they're going to bomb, and that you just have to keep up with it. They don't talk about the how close the announcements are going to be to the actual bombing, and they just. I think that there's just a high likelihood that they're probably going to try and just flatten each area bit by bit anyway. So it's to then say we're flattened the area and we ruined the entire infrastructure, but at least there were like, you know, half the people that were there last time. That means it's okay. You know, it's fucked. And when we have certain areas that are going to be much more densely populated because Israel hasn't like fucked with the things there and the resources there, you can imagine that Israel is specifically going to target those and try and displace people into places where they can't actually, you know, tend to themselves and help each other. But yeah, so that's not great. Hello, Victoria Black, how you doing? But yeah, not good, not nice, very fucked up, and very strange. But it is kind of an interesting way for Israel to continue to pretend like they are actually being the good guys, and they've not actually done anything wrong. Dr. Time, finally, have a good stream, Max. Back eventually. No worries, Ian. You take care of yourself. Nice to have you. I hope you have fun. Yeah, musical chairs of bombing. Basically, yeah, basically. But like the horrible, really fucked up version of it, right? And a lot of these people, they don't have internet as well, and I can imagine a lot of people have had like their like shit destroyed. They might not have a phone anymore. So how they're gonna manage to inform every single civilian and actually ensure that that's effectively followed through on is pretty alien to me. So I'm very curious about how they do that. My guess is they won't. My guess is that they don't care, but we'll see. Let's take a look at something else. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on from this one just for a little while, and we can take a look at a different little ordeal. This one is a kind of a silly, goofy story. Okay, I have a silly, goofy story for you. All right. Name and pic changed to reflect my dark nature. Very nice, Vicky. Very nice. Nice to have you, by the way. I think is this a first time chatter? At least for this stream, I can't recall. But let's take a look at this. So this is a little bit of a funny, silly story that I happened across. And it's one of those stories. First time, nice to have you. And it's one of those stories that you see and you immediately go, oh, yeah. Obviously, right? Naturally, okay? And it's this, all right? Listen to this. AOC says that her life completely transformed for the better after Pelosi stepped down from leadership. Imagine being so imagine being so annoying that your coworker ends up like having an entire interview about how their life got so much better after you left. It's just fucking hilarious. It's a shame Internet Historian is a plagiarist and a right-winger because Fall Off 76 is a really funny video. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I do believe in a degree of separating the art from the artist and trying to recognize the individual value in something that somebody's created, even if they're like motivated by shitty ideologies. But it is frustrating to see. But, you know, I think you could always tell that he's right-wing, right? That seems to be in line with that. Also, hi CJed. Are you doing okay, fella? Are you doing all right? How's it going? It's like how they spent months saying that bad guys were in the north, told people to move south, and then said, whoops, we were wrong, bad guys are in the south, now everyone please move again. Very true, honestly. Nancy Pelosi wants sheet metal. Yeah, true. Anyway, but yeah, so there's a new book that's been released detailing AOC's relationship with Nancy Pelosi, and it is pretty funny. It's pretty good. There's some pretty good stuff in here. A new Guardian report on a forthcoming book about the squad from Ryan Grimm, a reporter, offers further details into their relationship, including the generational gaps and strategic differences that are shown through in phone calls and meetings between Pelosi and the New York Democrat over the last several years. The book says Pelosi spoke for nearly the entire lunch when the two met in San Francisco in July 2018, shortly after her primary victory against Representative Joe Crowley. Pelosi fretted at that meeting that the slogan, "Abolish ICE," had been injected into American political discourse by the Russians, the book says, leading Ocasio-Cortez and her team to avoid calls and meetings the next time Pelosi was in New York. The amount of times she told me that stupid "I have protest signs older than you in my basement" shit, Ocasio-Cortez wrote in a text that's cited in the book, like, yeah, but mine won't collect dust. Ocasio-Cortez also indicated that her life in Congress had been much better since Pelosi stepped down from leadership at the end of the previous Congress, leading to the ascent of fellow New York Representative Hakeem Jeffries. At the time, Ocasio-Cortez told New York Times that there was a lot of healing that needs to be done in our caucus, seemingly indicating a hesitancy about life under leader Jeffries, but the book says that circumstances have drastically improved. It's so fucking funny. It's so funny. It's literally just like AOC just being angry and annoyed at fucking Nancy Pelosi being the most boomer, lib, annoying, like, dem, like, stereotype that you can imagine. Like, I don't know. It's also funny how I love that we can see workplace beef on the news. Yeah, that is also funny as well, right? Like, the kind of, a lot of people kind of ascribe a certain lack of humanity to politics, and I think that's entirely the opposite, though we do have all of these, fucked up inhuman influences like capitalism and money and stuff. Politics is in itself, and like the inner workings are incredibly human. And you can see that here, like they're just beefing over over random shit, over if the signs are like good or bad or not, and they just despise each other. And like this is like the case in all like political groups. You'll always have people who just fucking like hate the others, and it's really funny. You should get involved in local politics because like the gossip and the silly shit involved in it is pretty funny. AOC versus Pelosi, hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby. Honestly, so true. Yeah, no, it's I'm surprised Pelosi's still chugging. I'm like half of the American government, I'm like surprised made it that far. Yeah, holy shit, guys, it's 99% Hitler versus 100% Hitler. It's so real, so true. Okay, let's take a look at something else. Okay, let's take a look at this one. That's not the right article, excuse me. Let's see. Oh yeah, let's take a look at this one. I found this quite interesting and kind of strange. Okay, this one's a little bit odd, all right? Let's take a look at this. My uncle ran for a local school board and the Utah GOP immediately organized a harassment campaign against him. Jesus Christ. Gotta love local politics. Yeah, no, it's insane. It gets pretty like hectic as well, right? It's interesting, but like that's because they recognize like the potential for influence that you can have with that kind of thing, right? Like you can affect quite a lot on a local level most of the time because other people don't realize they can. You can take advantage of that. Hi Jean, how you doing? Hope you're okay. Local politics go crazy. They do. They're like fucking wild. They are wild. It's quite a lot of fun. I'm interested to see if I might maybe get into local politics in England, but then the town I'm moving to is also fairly conservative, so I'm not totally sure, but we'll see. We'll see. They say in Australia the lower stakes, the higher the emotions. That's an interesting way of putting it. Okay, all right, but let's take a look at this. So this is something I find fascinating because it kind of shows this this weird, kind of strange dimension of war. What British party would I even support? I need to do fucking like a long research session where I just sit down and read Wikipedia and see what's happened because I've disconnected from British politics on I'm not like super duper informed about it because I've not been living in England and I've just been like And American politics are fun because I feel like it's more entertaining, but I need to just see what's going on with British politics and get into it. What out of context clips are we getting? What out of context mass clips are we getting today, gamers? Please no, I'm not saying anything bad. No more. I will never mention the I'm not going to mention any slurs, okay? Nothing, okay? Run for the Tories. Oh god, 100% Thatcher versus 99% Thatcher. Yeah, that's another thing, right? Like British lefty politics seem pretty fucked at the moment. So I'm like kind of apprehensive about getting into it. Okay, but let me show you this article, which I found kind of interesting because it shows this weird aspect that we tend to overlook, and it's this. Putin is urging women to have as many as 8 children after so many Russians died in his war in Ukraine. I find this just interesting. I find it kind of fascinating. I think this like weird juxtaposition of trying to like ask like a government asking couples to have sex because they did so much murder is just such a fascinating a fascinatingly weird juxtaposition, and it feels again as well like the thingy that we saw from Israel, where they had the whole campaign about how you need to go and how we need to support like the cum collectors, like the official Israeli like IDF cum collectors, you know, because they need to continue their seed, you know. It's this really interesting thing, and obviously you see this primarily from like fascistic countries who have this obsession with legacy and purity, right, and being a member of the right group. We see it especially, and it's very fascinating. Putin is 14 words posting, honestly. Shinzo Abe's legacy lives on. Yeah, pretty much. Russian President Vladimir Putin is urging Russians to have more children. Large families must become the norm, Putin said in a speech on Tuesday. And Russian birth rates are falling amid the war in Ukraine. This is shocking, folks. Did you ever expect when a bunch of people die, people don't want to have sex? That's crazy. Who saw this coming? Critical support for the cum collector brigade. Look, okay, I support any cum collecting in any other country. Okay, we're not supporting the cum collection. Oh, wait, never mind. I take it back. No cum collection. Okay. All right. I disavow. I don't want kids. I don't want kids either. Isn't there someone you forgot to ask? True. But yeah, it's interesting. I wonder, let's see if they're going to instate any policies. Because if you want people to have kids, right? If you want people to have kids, one of the things we know definitely works is economic prosperity. And Russia is kind of eating shit right now. So maybe they'll enact some policies to give couples some more money, perhaps. Maybe they'll stop sending people to get murdered. I don't know. Let's see. Addressing the World Russian People's Council in Moscow on Tuesday, Putin said the country must return to a time where large families were the norm. Many of our grandmothers and great-grandmothers had 7, 8, or even more children, Putin said. Let us preserve and revive these excellent traditions. Large families must become the norm, a way of life for all of Russia's people. The family is not just the foundation of the state and society, it is a spiritual phenomenon, a source of morality. Preserving and increasing the population of Russia is our goal for the coming decades and even generations ahead. This is the future of the Russian world, the millennium-old, eternal Russia, Putin continued. So it's literally just a villain speech, but also with hey, can you guys bang? You know, can you guys bang? Like, you know, it's so I don't know. Like there's just like a weird, very creepy, uncomfortable energy when countries do this, and especially when it's so clear that they just want more cannon fodder, and they've just ran out of bodies to kind of send to the front line, and so they start encouraging you to fuck. It's just so just really creepy and just gross, you know. Someone should tell him about post-war baby booms to convince him to end the war. I mean, yeah, literally. I mean, what greater reason is there to fuck than like the fact that like your friends aren't gonna go and continue dying? You know, like what greater reason is there to like have a kid than like you're finally out of like the like most horrible economic period you've had in like years, right? Putin should just allow state-mandated breedable femboys. Yeah, I mean, that too. But as we've seen as well recently, unfortunately, Russia's cracking down even further on the LGBT, so those aren't gonna exist. But yeah, stuff's getting worse. Stuff is just getting worse. But you can these things they're emblematic of desperation, of failure, of impending doom. So really, we should try and view this with a decent amount of positivity. Cinema Sting sound for Umberto ecosystem 14 points. Honestly, Umberto Ecos. I know you tried to say that, oopsie daisy. But yeah, no, I mean, it's literally the same shit. I tried to look up how many children Putin has for a dunk, and the answer is we don't know? What? What does that mean? How many children does Putin have? What's this guy, what's he doing? Okay, wait, he has at least... What the fuck does that mean? What do they mean by at least? He has at least 2 daughters he rarely talks about. Maria 37 and Katerina 36. He may have one more daughter with his rumored girlfriend Alina Kabeva, and another with a mistress. Oh my god, this guy's going crazy. He's gonna like single-handedly repopulate Russia. He doesn't even need to do this. Holy shit. That's kind of wild. Putin's such a fascinating guy. I wish I could just strap a secret GoPro to his forehead and just like watch for a day. He's very secretive about his private life. He's incredibly secretive. Like, it's often really hard to figure out where he is. All the rooms in his house look the same, so you can't track down which one he's in. I think he's got an identical room in different houses as well, so he can like pretend he's in one place when he's actually in another. Putin is wild with that. He's crazy, and he's he's an irrational megalomaniac with tons of fucking money. So obviously he's gonna be able to pull off some wild wacky shit to do that. But yeah, it's pretty fucking nuts, and pretty gross, this whole situation. Let's take a look at, where do we go from here? What are we gonna have a look at? We could take a look at this one. Let's take a look at this one. We'll take a look at this. So this is a beautiful, incredible, absolute W. All right, this is great. And it's this little occurrence which happened in the Catholic Church. The Pope has stripped an anti-gay... My God, Mr. Pope, you're stripping the anti-gay guy? No, but he stripped the anti-gay US cardinal of his Vatican apartment and salary. So there's this guy, right? There's this fella called Cardinal Raymond L. Burke, and he used to work in the Vatican until he was fired in 2014 by Mr. Pope Francis, because he keeps on giving the Pope shit, especially about things relating to the LGBT community. Burke, shockingly, is an angry homophobic Christian from Wisconsin, and is not a very big fan of him. He said this: "It's unfortunately very clear that the invocation of the Holy Spirit by some has the aim of bringing forward an agenda that is more political and human than ecclesial and divine," Burke said. "The sheep depend on the courage of pastors who must protect them from the poison of confusion, error, and division." So, to avoid division and confusion and error, he's telling everyone that gay people are actually evil and bad, and that if children find out about gay people, that's also a terrible, terrible thing. Yeah, and Pope Francis is just absolutely not having it. The Pope hasn't actively spoken out about it, I don't believe, in direct response to this guy, but the Pope has generally voiced support for the LGBTs. And this article ends in a very, very amusing way, which I find quite funny, which is just this little segment about the Pope enjoying a pasta lunch with a trans woman. So that's nice. But yeah, so oh, it's also a 46-year-old sex worker from Argentina. So yeah, and Mr. Burke most likely probably not very happy about this, but yeah. So I think that's a funny little story, just an amusing little occurrence. Why is Pope Francis base I'm genuinely so conflicted? I mean, look, these institutions, they're going to continue to exist either way. We should make the most of the fact when they're like actually controlled by someone who's decent and doesn't want us dead. Obviously, yeah, always want more, but also recognize the positivity in this, right? He's more progressive than most because he's from Latin America. Really? I love the current state of the Catholic Church because it's just some old guy saying stuff that would have been progressive 20 years ago and then an army of theologians having to explain what he just said. Base. Hi Eve, how you doing? Nice to have you. So basically Burke just wants the Pope's job. Well, I think Burke just thinks he could do it much better. And he was in a position before. I'm not sure what the ladder is in the Vatican. I'm not sure if you can like work your way up to popehood. But yeah, given his relationship to the Pope, I don't think it would have worked out. Burke is a schismatic. Are you familiar with Burke, Agony? Do you wanna voice your take? Pope Francis finally played the copy of Undertale that MatPat gave him. Finally, he's a real gamer. I love the clip of the Pope listening to fucking Megalovania. Absolutely incredible. I can't remember now, I'm running comp on Overwatch. That's okay, no worries. Okay. My tummy hurts. This is fucked up, dude. This is horrible. It's probably gonna pass in like a minute, but not good. Not good. We hate the tummy aches. Terrible. Let's take a look at a W, okay? Let's take a look at a W. This is just a beautiful occurrence, okay? This is incredible, fantastic, lovely. It's a nice small teensy tiny break from the stuff. And it's this, okay? Jonathan the Tortoise, okay, this is how any good headline should start. Jonathan the Tortoise, world's oldest living land animal, celebrates his 191st birthday. Everyone, you should clap in chat. I don't know how you clap. You can post clapping emojis, but I'm very proud of Jonathan. This is an old fucking animal. Do you think he wants to be alive? Right? Like, I feel like at this point, I don't know. If I were a turtle and I like lived 190 years, I think I would be trying to like find a way to like, I don't know, roll like down a hill or something. I don't know how did turtles do it? But this guy's been around for fucking ages. MatPat is the goat for making God a base Marxist. What? Yes? Real? What's up, Massey? How you doing? Nice to have you. There was a tortoise that met Charles Darwin that died in Australia just a few years ago. Holy shit. Base. But yeah, I don't know. It's cool. Look at these. He still has a good libido. Holy fucking shit. No way. This is crazy. Okay. W. So Bloomper, there you are. He does still fuck. You're more than welcome. There's a shark that was alive when Napoleon was? Wait, what the fuck? Why are sharks hanging out that long? Do they not like have shit to do? Oopsie. Do they not have shit to do? What how are they alive that long? You'd think a shark would be like living a more like a risky life. That's a good answer to my question. You are more than welcome, Bloomper. There you are. If I had a nickel every time the Pope had been publicly exposed to Undertale, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that happened twice. Honestly, very strange. Okay, we're gonna take a look at one last article, then we're gonna hop into the video section, social media stuff to talk about, the drama, and then from there we'll see how I feel, because my tummy hurts, and it hurts. I want to see if it'll go away. But let's take a look at this, okay? So this is a positive development. Yet another nice story, which is fucking pretty incredible to see. And it's this. Be ready to be a little optimistic. About 40% of the world's power is now renewable. 40%, huge fucking amount. Not only is 40% of the world's power generation now renewable, but 83% of new power capacity created in 2022 was renewable. So it does seem like things are going to get better in terms of this. And obviously, in terms of dealing with climate change shit, it is late. We know this. It's very late. There's no preventing it from getting worse, but we can stop it from getting incredibly worse, right? So this is a good step, right? This is very much like a nice little like ray of hope among all the horrible bullshit. Should be 100% nuclear to BH. I mean, yeah. Thing is though, it takes a fucking while to build nuclear power plants and to, I believe, also to reopen them if you haven't. So now it's kind of a bit late to be advocating for that anyway. So, you know, what's kind of the point there, you know? Like, I guess it, I'm with you, but it's too late. And in countries, especially like where I am in Germany, where they have already gone and shut down like an absurd amount of nuclear power plants, it makes it kind of, it would be impossible for us to take that approach now. Scientists know why no fusion cores? I'm not sure exactly what you're referring to. I know that I'm pretty sure they achieved nuclear, they were building a thing to do nuclear fusion. Am I mistaking myself? Yeah, here we are. Yeah, they managed that, but it's going to take like 15 years to build. Why no fusion cores? Yeah, but no, but they literally have like they literally figured out how to get like excess energy from fucking nuclear fusion, which could like give us basically like to my understanding, basically an infinite energy source. Bro did not get the joke. Stop. Okay, all right. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know all the Fallout stuff. Okay, I'm not that type of queer. Okay, excuse me. All right, I'm trying my best here. I know you're doing a Fallout meme. Okay. Well, like in Spider-Man 2, look. If you've done Spider-Man 2, I can yeah. But yeah, no, this is like in Spider-Man 2. Yeah, this is, it's gonna suck everything in, and Doc Ock is gonna like come out. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be really cool. Yeah, I can't wait. But no, this is like a huge thing. But the issue is that it's gonna take between 15 and 20 years to build, if I remember what I read correctly. Could be produced on a larger scale within 25 years. Yeah, so it's gonna take a while, and though this would be like a great solution, it's not one that we can make fast enough. And that same issue is kind of true for other nuclear suggestions as well. Is the German Green Party a psyop? I feel like every German party is kind of a psyop. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of the pain of representative democracy. You just have parties with lots of stupid people. I don't like the Green Party at all, though. They really annoy me, and average voters really annoy me, but what can you do? What can you do? I mean, yeah, this is how Green parties are, innit? I don't know. I feel like most times I complain about the German Green Party, I hear about other people from other countries being like, yeah, ours does that too. You know? I would hardly describe Fallout as a queer thing, considering how many conservatives with negative media literacy obsess over it. I would absolutely describe Fallout as a queer thing. Abso-fucking-lutely. 100%. And there is nothing more true of a queer thing than conservatives not understanding it. All right? Like, let's be real. Controversial take, but Doc Ock from Spider-Man 2 was hot. Okay. New timeout option. Timeout. Mia, time yourself out real quick, Mia. Okay. Which Fallout faction do I support? I don't know. Which one should I support? Which one's the best one? Who's the coolest? Who won't get me cancelled? I can't remember. I think I have like probably like 50 hours across like different Fallout games. Like, I've not played very much at all. Yeah. Those arms do is all I'm saying. Horrible, Mia. Absolutely horrible. Terrible. Awful. The UK Green Party is generally one of the better ones. I mean, okay. I mean, the most of the UK parties seem to be eating shit in various different ways. So, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say if like a party is like good or bad definitionally, because obviously a party is defined by whatever like the members within it who currently have control are gonna do, and you can't really say like they are explicitly this or explicitly that when it's kind of like a living organism in a way. If that makes sense, you know? There was a good video essay about applying politics to Fallout called The Ideology of Mr. House. That sounds interesting. Based. Okay, anyway. Rose, you have some egregious smashes. You both have egregious smashes, okay? You're both... There's something wrong with all of you. It's okay. But yeah. Okay, let's Alright, you know what? Let's move on from this. Okay, we made it through the news section, folks. We made it. We've survived. We got through. Now we can make it on to the next little bit. Okay? And what we're going to be talking about here is a new big YouTube video that's dropped recently. Okay? And this is one that you might have heard about on the internet. All right? It's a little bit it's a little bit it's a bit controversial. Max, what are my worst smashes? I'm not answering that question. It's a bit controversial, okay? And here it is. It's this video by Mr. H-Bomber guy, and so we're not gonna watch this video in full, shockingly. Okay, it's a little 4-hour video, but basically the crux of it is that he goes through and he talks about various different examples of YouTubers and content creators who have been plagiarizing their work, which is pretty interesting. It's executed in quite a nice way. The various examples he names is Philip. He's a gaming journalist who started stealing from various articles and forum posts. Cinemassacre, who was a channel who got taken over by a company, and then the company had writers who plagiarized shit. Illuminati, who she made various videos in documentary style and basically was just lifting the entire script from documentaries and fucking correcting things. H-Bomber's getting increasingly hot over time. I mean, he's kind of getting there. He looked a bit but I think it's yeah, age is helping there. But yeah, we have Illuminati, who had a bunch of scripts which she basically just had copied from documentaries, and she also kind of tried to hide little like fucking watermarks and stuff to show that it's not actually to hide that it's actually from the documentary, and so people don't know that she got all her like research from one product and one thing. Yeah, and there's lots of stuff. I think the most interesting ones are between internet historian and Mr. James Somerton, which is this. We've got Cave Story, which is this video that Mr. Internet Historian made and got a huge amount of views, I believe in the 10 millions, and then mysteriously disappeared. And Mr. H-Bomb did some digging and found out that it was actually because it was lifted from an article where he basically almost exactly quoted the things we can see here.
Homer, Floyd, and the rope lay limp on the cave floor.
So the most minor changes
had been made.
For the first time in YouTube history, a copyright claim is real. Internet historians.
But yeah, it's a good video and it's interesting. I'm quite fascinated at how people are reacting to this. There are various people who are saying that this is like, it's silly to complain about, it's bad, and I don't know, I think it's just a little cringe to not even write like an ounce of your own shit, you know? I don't know, it feels so sad. And when you have a video that's got this like level of production value that the Internet Historian videos have, you could just spend the time to write a better script. You know, like there's no way that these videos get produced particularly quickly anyway. Like it's gonna take a while, and you could definitely just write a decent script, you know? Did any of you know who James Somerton was before the video? Am I just under a rock? I have no fucking clue. I assume that's like the I don't know. He strikes me as someone who like very mainstream, not hyper online gays would watch. But I can't, I didn't know otherwise. James Somerton is so sad. I genuinely liked a couple of his videos. Yeah, okay, we'll talk about that as well. So James Somerton is is this fella, a YouTuber whose large part of his identity is that he's gay, and he goes through various you know, queer history and things relating to queer media or queer analyses of media, and basically he stole everything. He just stole everything. He was just awful at writing, kept on stealing from various articles. Then whenever he got called out on it, he deflected. He tried to blame the other co-worker he had who worked with him on the videos, even though that other co-worker didn't steal or plagiarize anything. And it's been pretty hefty for this guy. So this video came out, but most of this, the back half of this video focuses on James, so it's a very fucking brutal condemnation. He shows some really interesting elements as well, like talking about how James leverages his queerness in order to garner support while he's actively stealing from other queers, which I think is a good lesson in not kind of accepting every little idpol thing that people say, you know, not kind of just being cautious of people abusing that, perhaps. And yeah, James saw this video and he saw all of the response, and he consequently has taken down his Patreon, where he made over $100 grand a year, if I remember correctly. I think he's also deactivated his account on some platforms. Yeah. The way internet historians fans have been coping is so pathetic, Lamel. It really, really is. There are a lot of fans of internet historian who are trying to excuse it by saying that, let me have a look. There are a lot of fans of internet historian who are trying to excuse it by claiming that that because he talked to the people later on and he got permission after he'd made the video, that is actually not worth complaining about. And obviously that's pretty bullshit. Not only do we have that situation with internet historian and James Somerton being called out by H-Bomber guy, but we also have another video that dropped exactly at the same time, just shortly after H-Bomb's video dropped, talking about James Somerton, entitled "I fact-checked the worst video essayists on YouTube." And here he goes through every single lie that James Somerton has told and just casually thrown into his video, despite it not actually being necessarily fitting. I haven't seen this one yet either. I am pretty curious, but I'm just fascinated at like the degree of like the fallout from this, you know. Sorry, don't get excited, okay? Quiz, all right? I'm talking about something else. But it's so interesting to see someone be taken down on such a huge scale. Like, can you imagine being this guy and waking up that morning and seeing like the fucking oopsie daisy, seeing the notifications and seeing everyone linking you that video? It's fucking crazy. Kind of awesome. Well, didn't get permission. He had to change it sloppily. Oh, I read that he apparently had gotten permission post hoc to re-upload it, but no, he did re-edit it and re-upload that sloppily as well. But yeah, I'm a huge Todd fan. Really, I've yet to see much content from Todd. I have no I have very little information. He seems like he talks about music. It's pretty base. Sounds fun. All the fruits in the chat locked in when you said Fallout. Honestly, yeah, guys. Yeah, I hope your ears perked up for that one. Another video has the video essayist. What? Yes, so real. But yeah. So that's pretty wild. Also, Internet Historian has been, you know, regularly doing weird shit. Some people on Reddit noticed the fact that he made a random unnecessary 1488 joke in this little bit where he's talking about a bike lock fugitive, and when he shows the bike lock, he has funny numbers. 800 to 813, I don't know why that would be funny. 40, 20, 420, that's pretty funny. And then the durability here is 14 out of 88. I don't think this means he's a Nazi, probably. I think this means that he's somebody who likes to make Nazi jokes and probably hands out with Nazis. Usually these are the types of people who would just be the ones kind of holding the door open for Nazis rather than actual Nazis themselves, though. Obviously, if you're comfortable making jokes that imply that you might be a member of that group, then you're obviously kind of opening up the door for other people to dog whistle that they are without immediately being called out for it. James Summerton's channel is still up, I'm pretty sure. As for Internet Historian, most of his original videos were covering 4chan and doing anti-SJW stuff. I mean, yeah, Internet Historian's been kind of following that vibe for forever, really. It's not really surprising. I am very curious about how deep it goes, you know? Yeah, I'm curious. It's interesting. Summerton disabled comments. That's true. Yeah, and his Twitter is gone as well. He removed that, so he's become pretty aware of all the fucked up stuff he's done. But yeah, it's interesting to see. It's interesting to see. Holy shit, man! I'm. God damn it! I don't. But yeah, I haven't seen much Internet Historian, but he's always given Chud vibes. Yeah, he has, hasn't he? I don't know. It's a shame. It's a shame. He's one of those people who, especially like during the Gamergate era, that's how a lot of people kind of got indoctrinated into awful ideologies, right? Like you had these pretty regular seeming YouTubers who made, you know, decent content, and every now and then they'd like slip in this like pretty radical messaging of some kind. And that happened. That used to happen all the time, especially like back in the like 2014 to like 17ish era. It was awful on the internet in terms of that kind of thing. Yeah, Internet Historian's bad Australian representation. He's Australian? I thought he was like British. I thought he was he was from the British Isles of some kind. I didn't realize he was Australian. Strange. But yeah, he's a 4chan and not trans. I don't know what we expected, honestly. Being a 4chaner and trans doesn't promise anything good either, though, to be fair. But yeah, I don't know. I'm a little sleepy. I don't know if okay. I don't know. We can chat. Maybe we'll find like a little fucking tangent to go down. Your bad Australian representation, CJ? A little bit. It's okay. Look, CJ, let's not be mean, okay? He's gone through enough recently, okay? Here is a place where you can turn a new leaf, okay? We'll be friendly. Let's not focus on that too much. It's funny that all three of the people who got H-bombed all already had rancid vibes. Yeah, it's interesting. I think the James Summerton stuff, especially where he was like trying to guilt his audience into like getting him stuff and whatnot. I don't know. There's just like no greater red flag than a creator who's like making thousands of dollars and then is like, guys, I need to make at least 30,000 this month or else I'm gonna be so poor, you know? I don't know. And he did that as well, apparently, you know? Like he would regularly like guilt his viewers and like talk about how like he's going through intense financial strife at the moment, you know, and how everything's like fucked up and bad. And he really needs help, despite making like tons of money and then spending the money that he just got on like an $8,000 cinema camera or something stupid that he obviously doesn't need. Yeah. It's interesting. It's interesting. It's nice to know though that these people can face consequences to a degree. But I wonder how like actually like perpetuated those consequences are gonna be, you know? Like, are they gonna exist in the public like conscience for like a week and then be forgotten about? Or are they gonna actually stick to it and be like, this guy is bad and silly, you know? It'll be interesting. I also wonder if Internet Historian's actually going to issue a response. I don't think I saw anything. But yeah, that would be pretty interesting to see. I feel like he would probably try and dodge it. I don't feel like he's the one to try and take his accountability, especially not with how his fan base has responded. I saw a thread that said he had 2 ridiculously expensive cameras. Yeah, exactly. So like if you're begging your like queer audience as well, who you know are going to be like statistically more likely to be in financial strife, to go and like fucking extort them and be like, you need to give me all your money right now, please give me, and then like, you know, guilt them about it. I don't know. Awful vibes. Awful vibes. Internet Historian's fan base is probably quite separate. I don't think he'd, so I don't think he'd need to. Maybe. Yeah, I would be surprised. I think, optically the best move if you're being called out for something is either to like, I think, really take it on the chin and just be like, yeah, okay. Or it's to like outright totally reject it, or ignore it, or just make fun of it. But like, I feel like he's the type to, I don't know. I think he's gonna make something between like nodding at it, making some vague reference to it, but not actually taking accountability or anything. That seems about right for where he would land. Illuminati naughty lady financially abused her significantly younger boyfriend. Ew, I didn't hear about this. What's the details there? Didn't Internet Historian have some alt-right nonsense? Yeah. And he's like collaborated with all the like Hitlers of the internet, you know, like John Tron and that kind of thing. Like way after everyone knew that John Tron was a piece of shit, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. It's interesting though. It's interesting. Many such cases, you know, like weird, like semi-crypto fash people on the internet who are like popular in, kind of a meme-y masculine spaces. Interesting. I'm mentally preparing myself for when Wendigoon does something bad. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna happen. Look, you can't trust anybody, you know, you can't trust anybody, like even, like everyone, you're gonna, you know, it sucks, but that's just how it is, you know, like the amount of times I've liked someone on the internet and then like you find out something bad, it's not even been that often, you know, because you generally go with like safe bets, but still, there's usually something, you know. Not good. Nightmare future, honestly. Awful. Yeah. But, you know, I hope that the creators who are called out just accept it and try and make their own content and try and move on and try and not plagiarize, you know? I feel like that would be fine. Just, you know, take the criticism on the chin and just move on, you know? Or just keep making content and just don't plagiarize anymore. That's also a decent way to respond to it. If Wendigoon ends up being a piece of shit, I'm gonna end it all. I hope not. I pray. Wendigoon seems pretty chill, but you know, as I said, you never know. Me when I found out Karl Marx was British. No, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm half German. Doesn't really make it much better, you know. I am part Luxembourgish. All right. Nobody's got an issue with Luxembourg, right? Does anyone have issues with Luxembourg? Does anyone have beef with Luxembourg? I don't know like the history or politics of it, so I don't have any big feelings there. Wendigoon will be kept in line by his extremely LGBT fan base. I don't know about that. I've seen a lot of people with LGBT fan base being a little. Wendigoon's only political opinion seems to be government bad. Oh Jesus, I hate people like that. Awful. Yeah? Is that what he's like? He's one of those? I mean, those people are just kind of stupid, you know? That's okay. Having beef with Luxembourg would require knowing anything about Luxembourg. Exactly, which is why I win. That's why I win. Guns good, government bad. Is that what he says? Is that what he does? Just like the average, like weirdly, like LARPy leftist American type? Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it just feels so silly, you know, like, come on, you know? And also, it's always like people who have politics like that of like, the government shouldn't be involved in anything. We don't need anything. We don't need like somebody to take care of people and make sure that like people don't commit crimes or something, you know? I would be fine, you know? And they think about themselves, but they never think about like people less powerful than them, people, I don't know, smaller than them, people less capable of actually like defending themselves in a bad situation. You know, like those kinds of political opinions seem to be rooted in like a very, I don't know, very egotistical mindset. I feel like I don't think he's a lefty, just like anti-government generally. Oh, he's retarded. Okay. Rose Aries likes Wendigoon, so surely he isn't that bad. Okay, I'm sorry, I need to not read out your chats between each other. I don't know what's going on there. He's a Christian Southerner gun owner, not to profile, but I think you can predict what he's like based on that. Maybe, but he's also on the internet, you know? So he said he's not a lefty. Interesting. He's a center-right libertarian, hates guns, government, and is okay with gay people. Ew. Wow, this sounds stinky. It sounds bad. Okay, sorry, couldn't type earlier, but so I hate to bring this up, but Illuminati's ex-boyfriend is Oz Media, and that situation was pretty bad for him. I'll have to have a look into this later on. That sounds pretty gross, though. Sounds pretty gross. Not good. Ew. Yeah, that's a big old cringe from me right there. Okay. that sucks though. Jesus. Interesting though. All the shit coming out about various people who seem like the most harmless kind of folks, you know. It's very strange to kind of witness like that image falling apart. I feel like it's a curious little occurrence. I like when he doesn't talk about politics. He sounds like the type you wouldn't want to have talk about politics, right? Like a Southerner gun owner, and he's like weirdly like ambiguous about his political opinions. Yeah, he keeps politics out of his videos, so it's very hard to get a solid idea, but he seems to be center-right libertarian. Yeah, that seems to add up. Strange. Not what I'd expect, really. I don't know. I guess I kind of have like an inherent presumption that most creatives are like left-wing. It feels like I don't know. It feels like to make something you have to have a degree of open-mindedness, which the average conservative doesn't really possess, I feel like. I don't know. Like, to make something interesting, to make something past a very two-dimensional representation of something, I feel like you need to be able to think properly, you know? Most creatives are left-wing, yeah. Dentard Kunstpeople? What does that mean? What are you talking about, chatter? Remember the Christian stuff we went... No, I don't. I have no knowledge of the, like, Christian lore. I stayed the fuck out of that. I heard, like, one thing about their mum, and then I kind of ditched it, you know? Everyone has the Christian lore, I've just avoided it. I don't know, it seems like unnecessary, horrible brain rot, you know? I just... you know? If you want to see why right-wing paintings are bad, just look at Mustache Man. His paintings, they suck, Lamau. I mean, there's some fine art. I mean, right-wing art. I mean, we have what's his name? What's the absurdist artist? His name is Sal something Dali. What's his name? Saul Dali? Salvio Dali? What the fuck is his name? Wait, what's it called? Mr. Dali? What's the fuck? Salvador! Fuck me. I have to kill him. I can't say that. Okay, Salvador Dali was a Nazi. Salvador Dali was a vocal supporter of Hitler. I believe. Here we are. Salvador Dali's obsession with Nazism and fascism, from masturbating Hitler to cannibalistic couple. Hi Tio, how you doing? Nice to have you. But yeah, no, he said he's not great. George Orwell wrote an essay on him and ruminated on a question and called Dali a disgusting human being and an artist of undeniably exceptional gifts. But yeah, he was an admirer of Hitler. Yeah, he really liked Hitler. Anti-humanitarian acts were completely against the Surrealist Manifesto. Oh yeah, this is because he was kicked out of the Surrealist faction. There was like a team of like Surrealist artists, and they were like, "Can you fuck off? can you chill? This doesn't match our shit, you know? Like, can you leave us alone?" Dali's fascination with Hitler and what he supposedly said to Andre Paranoid about his homoerotic fantasy. I often dreamed of Hitler as a woman. Oh wait, hold on. I often dreamed of Hitler as a woman. His flesh, which I had imagined whiter than white, ravished me. There was no reason for me to stop telling Wad and all that. To me, Hitler embodied the perfect image of the great masochist who would unleash a world war solely for the pleasure of losing and burying himself underneath the rubble of an empire. The gratuitous action par excellence that should indeed have warranted the admiration of the man himself. But yeah, so this guy was fucked, okay? Mr. Dali, crazy opinions, crazy, surrealist even in his little mind. So, you know, though I like to shit on right-wingers and talk about them being incapable of doing literally anything, that's not true. You know, most of them I think it is true. I think there is like a stupidity associated with being conservative, but there are just some people who are conservative and also talented in some areas. So, unfortunately, yeah. Didn't Coco Chanel collaborate with Nazis? Yes, she did. Coco Chanel was pretty good with the Nazis during the occupation of Paris. I believe she even helped supply things to the Nazis at the time. It's interesting. Coco Chanel is a fascinating lady. If you don't know much about Coco Chanel, there's a Behind the Bastards on her, which is a lefty podcast, which kind of goes into various people and their history. And they have one about Coco Chanel. It's absolutely fantastic. Here, I'll give you the link, okay? Link in chat. You can add it to a playlist and watch it later on. But she was did some pretty not good stuff. Not good stuff. But it's really interesting. It's really interesting. Do I wife or do I let it grow? I'm not answering that, Tio. I'm not answering that, Quan. Okay? Bro was fighting off the gay thought. Well, no, guys, he imagined Hitler as a woman. Okay? It's not gay. He imagined Hitler as a woman. He liked the insane warishness, which is like a weird thing to ascribe femininity to, I guess. I don't know. I'm really curious about like the reasons why he like thought like that, you know? Like that's just so, I don't know, it's so absurd. This is like those Christian cultists who are supposed to imagine Jesus having sex with them, but the men are supposed to imagine they're women, so it's not gay. I haven't heard of this. That sounds really interesting and funny. Holy fucking shit, dude. I wonder what Salvador Dali would think of Chinese dick milking porn. Great. Yes. I think by that script the Nazis would have considered Dali a deviant and put its works into the degenerate art bin. I think so, but it wouldn't surprise me if there was like a sub-faction of Nazis who did actually do that kind of shit, you know? There was a lot of weird, I believe there was like a decent bit of like weird energy around sexuality in Nazi Germany. Obviously, every fascist dictatorship kind of has that, and it was also, you know, noticeable in Nazi Germany. But yeah, I don't know. I think it just makes people like insane and like fucked up if you have authoritarian brain. Like to I don't know. I feel like it just puts like a really weird spin on sexuality because like everything has to be right, and if you're not feeling in the right way at the right time, it's bad, and that feels like something that would fuck with you, you know, like not having that kind of loose, relaxed approach to things, and that kind of rigidity, I feel like would kind of mess with your head a little bit. Yeah, he fought off the gay thoughts by transing at Mustache Man. It was a hope. Yeah, maybe he just. I mean, it's still Hitler. I mean, if it's just Hitler with other body parts, and that's just, yeah, he is just kind of transing Hitler. Doesn't work. Yeah, crazy. Learning Stravinsky was a Nazi ruined my life. I'm sorry. Same thing with Stravinsky, whose style of music was considered degenerate by the Nazis. Yeah, that's interesting. A lot of these things, yeah, I mean, Nazis would have I mean, hated absurdism as well, you think, right? Like, that feels so antithetical to Nazi values. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see anything specifically talking about absurdism in Nazi Germany, but I doubt they were tolerant of it. Art in Nazi Germany. Let's take a look at this. I'm sure there's a wiki article. Yes, there is. Let's take a look at this. We have stuff about absurd. Oopsie. Absurd? No. Okay, here we are. Yeah, here we are. The second exhibition just down the road showed the other side of German art. Modern, abstract, non-representational. Or as the Nazis saw it, degenerate. Brutal condemnation. But yeah, they would have fucking hated Salvador Dali. So it's very interesting that he would like then, you know, fall for that. But I think it does show the kind of cognitive dissonance that's available with a lot of like fascists, right? Like you can tell like they don't actually think about the policies or the values. It's oftentimes, most of the time even, it's just a vibe. They like the vibe, you know. They like the energy. They like how it feels to be a member of that group, you know. It's not actually about what they want specifically, at least not in 99% of cases, right? Surrealism, not absurdism, though, right? I feel like they would kind of abstract is what's being said here, so I would consider that. I mean, non-representational, modern, that's also all feels like that, right? Yeah, Stravinsky was an atonal composer, that makes sense, yeah. Certain people in the stream only has likes. If we don't get those numbers up, we're starting the gulags. It's true, yeah, give me a like, folks, give me a like, make the number go up real quick. That would be nice, that would be pretty based. And don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed to me, okay? Gotta make sure, alright? You gotta become part of the Karl Marx cult, alright, where I gaslight and bully all of you. Tio, don't ask me if she'd sleep with Hitler to fix him, okay? That's alright, okay. Fascists like when things make sense in a prescriptive sense, but hate having to think about things. Absolutely, yeah, totally. They like to have everything laid out very simply, very clearly, but when it comes down to brass tacks, they don't actually like abide by that at all, you know? Like 90% of the time. Yeah. Where Karl Marx translates all agendas. Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. If you're here and you're cis, just wait. I think Dali might have been a lot more bonkers than common Nazis of the time. I remember watching a doc on his life that was quite informative about his weird life. That wouldn't surprise me either. That makes sense as well. Yeah. I mean, you're gonna have a weird mind if you're making interesting new surreal art, probably, right? Salvador Dali seems like a guy who's had some interesting, unique experiences, or must have, right? Yeah. Oh man. People Hitler hates the most support him the hardest to try and be one of the good ones. Yeah. Like, I am Indian Hitler. Like, you know? It is interesting though, because that the Nazi ideology is specifically meant to feed into the insecurity which is born from discrimination from groups like the Nazis, right? Like it makes sense that happened. Ali quote is my new favorite Max clip. Oh no, I shouldn't have read that. I need to start putting things in a text to speech or something. Or I need to find like I'm gonna make an image where it's just some other person sitting in my chair, and you'll never know. All right, you'll never know. It's gonna be so subtle. It's gonna be perfect. He might have just been extremely mentally ill. I mean, yeah, it's both, right? I mean, that's what being bonkers is, right? I mean, to put it bluntly. Whoa, Bruntly. What the fuck? That's like a American white girl name, Bruntly. How many people do you know like that? I bet you do. Have I seen the recent, the early release Philosophy Time? She talks about fascist feminists. That sounds interesting. Yeah, I've read a little bit about fascist feminism, and most of the time it just seems to not really pan out. It's just a bunch of women being like, yeah, we hate those people, and can we have this? And then men being like, no! It's really sad. Or like, I've seen stuff about like women in fascist organizations trying to stick with them and trying to be like one of the people, one of the cool members who everyone respects, but people just don't like them because they're women. There was recently a US terror attack by a Hispanic neo-Nazi. Many such cases. Yeah, it's interesting. I feel like if you're a neo-Nazi and you're looking for some sort of like supremacy, a lot of people will just disregard race because they're that stupid and they don't care. They just want the aesthetic. They want the political ideology that lets them say, I am the best. Nobody's like me, you know? You can't be like me. Or they want to be like submissive to a larger, more powerful group or something, in which case it's cuck shit. But most of the time it's people trying to, you know, ascertain power for themselves out of nothing. Right? Bruntley sounds like a British town in the Midlands, honestly. Yeah. It's like Lauren Southern complaining about how her community being misogynistic, like, girl, you made your bed, now lie in it. Yeah, absolutely. It's just kind of part of it, you know? It's just like, that's what the like basis of the community is, and so that's how it's gonna be, you know? That's just what's gonna happen. I have an ex-friend who's going down the fascist feminist pipeline. She thinks men are so inherently evil the state needs to have total control over their behavior. Jesus, that's sad. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to deal with that kind of thing, right? Most of the time, I think it is really just an age thing. Like people who are inexperienced or have only been surrounded by like a few men in their lives who have been awful and done bad shit, obviously going to end up being prejudiced. But you just have to wait, I think. But yeah, I don't know. There's a few arguments you can make against that, but generally I would just I would recognize it as like silly and mildly concerning and exaggeratory, and just kind of see how she like reacts to that and see how she takes it. I don't know. Dave Rubin complaining about his fans being homophobic. Yeah, it's the same shit. By the way, the name of the doc I was talking about is Salvador Dali, In Search of Immortality, if anyone's interested. That does sound interesting. In Search of Immortality? Oh yeah, was he one of those guys? One of those, I need my legacy. I need to exist forever. I mean, I kind of feel it. I get it. I get wanting that. But yeah, there are fascist feminists and feminist fascists, and that's a very important distinction to make. How do you mean that, Bloomper? How do you mean that? I would say that just depends on what policies they focus on promoting, no? Like what they focus on more? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about though. How do you plan to get in power on a platform of oppressing men? That's what I want to know. Yeah, that's the other thing. It's like when you have like black radicalist groups who are like, we are gonna destroy the white man. Okay, like I saw this Louis Theroux documentary from the 90s where he was talking to black Hebrew Israelites, and they were like, after Y2K, we are gonna take over. The white man's gonna be out of power. We're gonna be all set. You know, we're gonna have full government. It's gonna be all people like us. And shockingly, that didn't happen, you know? I don't know. It is interesting though. It's very curious that people have like ideologies that are purely based in unrealistic hope, you know? Like there is no world in which that's going to come to fruition, and so it's very fascinating to kind of see people earnestly engage in that. Fascist feminists are more of the state must oppress men because they are evil, and feminist fascists are more women trying to gain gender equality in fascist communities. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I can see that being a distinction. Yeah. I mean, okay. I could see that. Okay, fair enough. Excuse me. All right. I accept my error. But yeah, it's really interesting. Lots of cope. Many such cases. But it's okay. A lot of ideologies are built on cope. I guess so. I'm a socialist. I can't really talk too much shit about that. But I don't know. I don't know. I feel like ideologies which are clearly based in a majority of the population being unhappy is just doomed to fail. You know, there's just no world in which that works when pro-democracy. You know, like you're not gonna have a happy, functioning like people if that's how like you're set up. All ideologies built on cope? I wouldn't say that. I would say there are some ideologies that are significantly more built on cope than other ones, right? Like fucking feminist fascists, okay? I feel like that is, yeah. This is why I hate accelerationism. Fuck yeah, dude. Fucking accelerationism. Awful. Terrible. Always feels like a psyop as well. Like I've never seen someone be accelerationist and not be like, well, really? Are you a real person? Are you like normal, you know? Nah bro, my ideology is built on hope. That's so real. That's real. We are hopers in here, alright? We're on the hopium.
Wet ass P-word.
Ew, why does it taste like that?
What are you gonna do for me? And my answer is
adult incest.
Sorry, hold on.
And perhaps what is this? Right.
Are you actually smoking? Because I kept on thinking it was a pen because you weren't lighting it. No, I like holding a thing and waving it around. I don't know. And yeah. I know, I often go for like, I'm like about to take a hit and then I have to go on a tangent about something. I have to talk. I ain't no hoper, I'm a gooner. You can be a hopeful gooner. Hopeful gooners rise up, rise up. Optimistic gooners speak out. I thought this was part of the music. Yeah, it's my favorite part of the song. I love this bit.
Boobies aren't things that give you milk. Boobies are things that kill you.
Awesome. Yeah, no, this is part of jazz music. It's like advanced stuff. You wouldn't guess it. Yeah, ideology is built on coping with the inherent inscrutable absurdity of existence. You could say that about, I think you could say that about a lot of things. But sure, I'll give you that. Okay, I'll allow it.
Adding political succubus with goblins.
I'll allow it. I'll permit it. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I need to figure out what we're gonna do in future streams. I want to make a new interesting stream before I end up having to move as well, because I'm afraid about how streaming is gonna be when I'm at uni. Because in a month from today, I'm moving to England. I'm already clearing shit out my apartment, as you can see back there. That table that used to be there is missing now. Yeah, and I'm going over there, so I shouldn't have too many hours, so I should be able to still like do like a weekly stream. Our discussion, yeah, we will do our discussion, Bloomper. I think it sounds pretty interesting, and I would really like to have it. So sorry, I'll keep that in mind when I'm planning the next one. I'm sorry. What am I studying? I'm going to be studying politics, philosophy, and economics. I've done a module in it already, but I'm switching to a different uni to keep on doing it. So that's going to be interesting. I'm a little concerned because it's a school that prides itself on its free speech. It's a little bit weird. You know? So I'm kind of scared about that. Like, what does that mean? Most of the time when I've been exposed to high free speech discussion places, that just means that people can tell me I shouldn't have rights, and I have to argue against that, which is not comfortable or fun, especially not to your face. But we'll see. Maybe it won't be too bad. So I'm curious about that. Experimental Alex Jones clears, honestly. Ideology exists to impose intellectual categories on an ultimately unknowable reality. Yeah, let's just say I've read Camus. Camus? What the fuck? Wait, how many? This is just one of those words where I've read it a billion times and I've heard it like 3 times, and I'm trying to like remember which one. Camus, there we are. That makes sense, yeah. I don't know. I read too much. There are too many words that I read. This is another thing about me being a foreigner in living in Germany, right? Most of the stuff I have and like read and most of the words I see are all written, and I don't hear people saying them. And so I've had like a billion times. Now I'm way better. Now I pronounce stuff correctly, but I used to have so many little tiny tidbits where because I used to read a ton, where I had like read a word in like a book a billion times. I never heard it said, so. Education, bitch. Okay, come. Playing Remnant 2 while watching the stream. Cannot wait to get the dungeon I want. Wow, that sounds like fun. I wanna game. Once I have my new laptop, I wanna do some gaming streams. Because I think it would be fun. I really enjoy these like sitting and hanging out bits. So I think sitting there and gaming at the same time as doing that would be a lovely time. British Max's meetup when? I would love to do that. I have friends. I have a decent few friends in England who I really want to meet, who are like super cool, and I want to hang out with. So that is like 100% on my list. As long as you don't murder me, I'd be super down. Max, having a school that prides itself in free speech is probably good because you're an internet streamer. It means people won't be able to get you kicked out for internet shit. That's a good point. Tio. I'm really hoping that I can rely on that to be able to continue to perpetuate my own opinions. Because I'm really scared that me being a socialist at a school which is historically conservative for pretty intense reasons, but ones I can't disclose because I don't want to dox myself. I'm a little concerned, but I think I can flip that on its head, right? The whole like we can say whatever we want, you know. I can do that too. Max about to get murdered by a Keffels fan at the British Max's meetup. Honestly, wait, I missed it. Which uni are you going to? I don't want to say. I'm not gonna. I'm not putting that info out there. I can tell you privately though. I'll tell you privately, but I'm not saying on stream. Yeah, I'm like terrified of people finding out about my internet, about my like living situation or doxing me or anything. Not fun. I don't want that. But it's okay. I think we're avoiding it. But yeah, fun stuff, dude. Karl Marx, most of free speech infringement at universities from social pressure, not professors and administrators literally censoring you. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm curious. We'll see how it is. I swear to God, Rose, if you meet Max before me, I'll kill me. No, don't do that. Mia, I might be going to America in July. So maybe we'll see. June, July. I may be going on holiday. So we'll take a look. Yeah, I'm not gonna dox myself. Maybe multiplayer games I can get chat involved with. I would really like that. I would really enjoy that. I wanna like just fun interactive stuff. I've been thinking about playing Jackbox with chat, but I'm not sure if that would be like awkward. I don't know. I'm kind of spooked about that. I do have Jackbox and I got all the games and stuff, but I need to see them. Rose and I have been talking about seeing each other for literal years. No way. That sounds dope. Yeah, should we do it? I'll just like test it out and make sure like next stream would be good. You gotta do them? Okay. Shit, that's a lot of support. Yeah. Chat, you guys wouldn't be naughty on Jackbox, right? Yeah, nothing TOS, okay? How much can you do within YouTube guidelines if it's like drawn? Really fun. I did a couple on the Cold Cuts Discord and it was awesome. That sounds like fun. Cold Cuts Discord sounds like a great spot. I should join that. Mia, come to England. You can stay with me, please. I will literally pay for your flight. Aw. We will start a mutual aid fund for people, internet friends who want to meet each other. And we will support nothing else. No other issues that are way more intense. Just that. Immediately make the 9/11. You can make a 9/11. That's okay. We will permit it. But yeah, Jackbox would be fun. I want to see if there's other stuff as well, though, because I feel like Jackbox is kind of formulaic and stuff. I don't know. I want to figure things out. I want to figure out original games and ideas. I'm really curious about that. Like, I want to try and brainstorm and see if there's anything fun I can come up with. But we'll see. We'll see about that. We'll see what I can manage. Beg Max to come to America so I can enact my conspiracy. Okay, Tio, what's your conspiracy? What's gonna happen to me? I want to know. I will come to America. I want to come to America. I'm gonna come to America either like yeah, hopefully then. If not in a couple of years, but we'll see. I'm praying summer should pan out. You know what? Fuck it. I'll find a way to make it to England this art. No way, Mia. You're gonna be in England and I'm gonna be in America, and it's gonna be terrible. But yeah, you guys should hang out. That sounds based. Do a Lethal Company stream? I haven't played any Lethal Company yet. I haven't got it. My computer kind of sucks. But yeah, no, I want to try it. I want to try it. It does look like fun. Co-op games are fun, but limited groups without mods, but you edge closely to ripping off Dug. I don't think Dug cares about ripping off. He seems very open to the, like, he's like a creatively very open person. I think he's like, have you, in H-Bomb's video, he talks about Ludwig's concept of the yoink and twist, where you take an idea, you fucking give me the game, that's sweet. You don't have to, I'll get it. Ludwig talks about this concept of having, seeing an idea that's good, taking it, but making it different and making it new and adapting it and, you know, making something new out of it, which I think is great. I think it's good. I think this idea that well, that ideas and like little fun things that people came up with are proprietary is a net negative, and we should try and avoid that. But obviously I don't want to copy him outright. I want to make a new interesting thing. So yeah, I'm not sure. I wonder if you could make Left 4 Dead, but somehow Twitch chat controls special spawns, like chat is the director. That would be interesting, Eve. I need to find some person who's actually able to program shit and stuff, because I have no fucking clue. My dad's a programmer. I wonder, maybe perhaps. Yeah, but I have no fucking clue about that. But yeah, I would love to learn it because it seems so fun and it's so interesting, right? It's such an interesting way to make interactive content. I find it so admirable and fascinating to find a way to incorporate chat like that. Yeah, it's why Dug is also one of my favorite creators, right? Because he's so he's really smart, he's really creative, and he's really good with that. Yeah, I don't know. That would be cool. Yeah, I want that. I need to figure out if there are like other games we could do as well. I also need to figure out if I could do streams which aren't necessarily me going through politics stuff, but I'm afraid that would flop, you know? That's another concern. So like, cause I've kind of, I don't want to box myself in, but you know, I feel like I kind of am in a way, but I'm not sure, you know? But I don't know. I need to figure it out. Okay? I need to figure it out. I'll figure it out. But yeah, I want to make cool shit, and we will make cool shit, and especially now that I'll get like a new fucking computer that actually works well and stuff, we should have a capacity for way more stuff. I think gaming streams are the best bet for non-political streams. I think so too. The personal's political, etc. True. Yeah, me gaming and popping off. It's kind of political, all right? I mean, think about the geopolitical implications of this stub. I think, yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Bloomper. You're probably right. I think it's pretty engaging to watch someone game, and it's like fun, and it's also like easy to game and to talk and all that. Yeah. You're so early in your career, I should be experimenting. You're right. I just like, it's spooky, you know, it's spooky. I don't wanna like, you know, cuck myself. And then if it does badly, then it's like so frustrating, you know? But that's doing anything in it. But yeah, we will. I'll do it. It would be fun. I want to do a Discord event as well at some point, like have us hang out and watch something. I want to show you all the Louis Theroux documentary, all right? I'm so proud to be an early adopter to the coolest stream. Oh, Eve, shut up. I want to watch a Louis Theroux documentary with you folks, because that's because the BBC won't let me fucking stream a second of BBC copyrighted media on YouTube, and therefore we could watch it in a fucking thingy, and that'll be awesome. There's one about Nick Fuentes that I really want to watch with all of you. Yeah, how can one get into the Max Cord? Tell you what, I'll pop in an invite into chat right now. I don't like to post it publicly on my Twitter because I'm afraid of the types of people who would join to try and fuck with me. But yeah, here we are. Okay, going right into the chat. All right, and this will time out in 7 days anyway, so that's okay. But yeah, feel free to join. You gotta flop before you can succeed. I know, Mia, but look, I used to stream a couple years ago. And I did similar shit to this, but worse. And with my little, my slightly less pubescent voice, and I sounded silly, and I had like no viewers. I was flopping then. Now look at us, okay? We've made it to basically the top. We're at 14 viewers, okay? But like, I wanna not flop too hard, you know? Only cool chill people in Max Chat. That's so real, so real. Which Lou Theroux doc? As I said, the one with Nick Fuentes is about America First, and it's really great. It's recent. It's from a couple years ago, I think. And Louis goes in with this fucking he goes in with a goal, you know, and if you watch his older stuff, and I've been going through it because I really admire his journalism. I think it's fantastic. I think it's really good. I think it's really great. And if you look at his old stuff, he's a bit more timid. He's a bit more paced. He's a bit more. You can tell he's having a harder time not softening himself to people. Who he talks to and spends a lot of time with. But in his newer stuff, he's a lot harsher. He goes like in, you know. Him talking to Nick Fuentes, he asks him like these fucking deadpan questions. He doesn't crack a smile for a second when Nick makes a joke, and and you can see this. I spoke about this on the other stream. Some of you folks have already heard me like talk about this, but the look of fear in Nick Fuentes' eyes when Louis starts like really hammering in and really asking the questions is beautiful. Like you can just see like this like super strong glimmer of like uncertainty. I can't believe I haven't heard about this. Exactly, it's because fucking the BBC's taken down everything, so people on the internet don't hear about it. It really fucking pisses me off. All the stuff by Louis Theroux is like copyrighted by them, so you can't fucking see it anywhere. It's the worst. There's also a scene in the documentary where Louis goes and he talks to this groiper called Beardson, who's a white supremacist, obviously. But Beardson is this massive fucking loser who's a member of Nick Fuentes' community, and he's like one of Nick's right-hand men. He's very clearly a yes man. He's quite meek. He's quite submissive. He's not really very he doesn't have an air for someone who's an authoritarian. He doesn't really seem to have much authority. And in the documentary, Louis talks to him a bit and he interviews him. And at one point afterwards, they go and they drive to his house and they meet him there. And he's out in the garden. And Louis is just like, "Hi, can I talk to you about something?" And he pulls up this video of I showed this on stream, but it got copyrighted, so I guess it's lost me, so I should talk about it again. But he shows him these two videos of Mr. Beardson very clearly doing a Hitler salute on the way out of like this right-wing meeting, and he shows him two different videos, and because he knows that Beardson always makes the excuse that it was actually just him waving, he made sure that he had a couple videos. And Beardson, when he realizes Louis is not buying it and he's just like totally outright rejecting his story, he gets so uncomfortable. He starts saying, though they're on the lawn, he starts being like, "Get out of my house," and Louis is just like, "We're not in your house." It's just great. It's great. Like for a whole group of people who identify themselves as like trolls, Louis has like the most funny like shit eating grin energy ever. It's fantastic. I'm officially the worst non-racist groiper. No. Yeah, I want to see Nick Fuentes squirm under a boot so badly. He wants that too, I promise you. POV job was supposed to mail you for criminal background check and you still don't have it? Uh-oh. I got my criminal background check recently and for my job, and they just never asked for it. They did tell me to give it to him, actually, to be fair, but I just never did. And now I'm quitting the job after next week, so we're good. I win. Listen, authoritarians love simping for big authoritarians. Well, yeah, authoritarians are most of the time just like submissives to the authoritarians. They're just like, yeah, they're usually massive cocks. That's right, Vicky. Yeah. Real. So real. White nationalists are genuinely the biggest pussies. The second someone doesn't react badly out of anger, they do not know how to handle themselves. Yeah, it's really funny. And Louis, I think he says, after the guy like walks off all angrily on his lawn, I think he says, for people whose whole thing is talking about how you can't take a joke and how easily offended you get, these people seem to get pretty easily offended. He's so cunty about it. It's great. It's such good fucking shit. And yeah, I don't know, it's fascinating. Louis has this like he represents this kind of perspective in my brain of like the curious Brit about like the absurd, most absurd elements of America. And I don't know, seeing him do everything, it's I don't know, it feels like you can, for me specifically, I can just like relate a lot, you know. I want to do that kind of shit as well. I find it so interesting. I find it so fascinating. Like a mix between like that kind of thing and like the kind of like absurd, interesting journalistic style of like a Hunter S. Thompson type. You know, I find that like that notion of just like an interesting, curious, absurd, weirdly alien portrayal of someone and like this kind of strange outside observation. It's just really fascinating. Yeah, authoritarians are either professional subs or delusional enough to think that they would actually be the authority. Honestly, yeah, that's usually seems to be how it goes, right? But like 90% of the time they are actually just people who would like probably bend after like a second of pressure. But yeah, we can do that at some point. We can have a little watching thing and thingy. Max, please don't go to America and talk to rural Fash and get shot. That's the dream. That's the dream. I am scared about that, honestly. I'm like not good at holding my tongue with stuff. I don't know if you folks have noticed. I talk a little shit sometimes. So I do get worried I'm gonna say something bad. But you know. Yeah. That's why Andrew Callahan's videos were so good. I'm still sad about Channel 5. Didn't Andrew Callahan get exposed as a sex pest and disappear? Andrew Callahan got exposed for being... Yeah, he would ask a lot for sex, and he would try and... His, like, understanding of how it worked seemed to be that, like, to make someone have sex with you, you need to convince them into it. And, like, it's like a challenge. I don't know. It was like gross and bad, but I think there also is kind of a subculture of like men who think that way. And I think I don't know. I worry that like, I think if you're like socially not capable and then you're in a like weird toxic male environment where people are saying that kind of thing, you would just fall into it. So I have I don't know. I mean, I see why it happened, you know? But yeah. I don't know. How much blame can you absolve somebody of, I guess? But I don't know. But he's come back, you know? He's come back and he's making stuff again. But he's just ignoring all of it. But yeah, hi Salted, how you doing? How's the stream going? Stream's going pretty good. Stream's going okay. I want to wrap up soonish, kinda, sorta. But we will see about that. Yeah. Yeah. Mac's gonna go to the southern US and disappear. Everyone will know he was just arguing with people. I don't know. Look, there's a non-zero chance. I don't know. No, I'm good at talking to people who I know are insane and disagree with me, because I won't try and convince someone who I know is like that, you know? I will just be curious and I'll ask like questions and I'll like pod and poke at how they think and like their little brains and stuff, and like that's kind of the Then that's kind of the extent of it. I'm mostly careful, unless somebody says something like awful to me, in which case I might argue with them. But we'll see. We'll see. I should be fine. I should be fine. It's way harder to argue with someone you respect. Yeah. Yeah. Which is also, yeah, why, like, you shouldn't give anyone, like, a clear reason to disrespect you off the bat. Makes it a little easier, so I just, like, don't necessarily clarify my opinions. I just ask questions which are, you know, helpful. UB is fine as long as you brought your self-defense angles. So real, so real. Yeah, no, I need to, yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious. I wonder if I'm split on if I would, like, want to have a weapon or something if I lived in a place where that's, like, really commonplace. But, like, that, I don't know. Because most of the issue with gun violence is that people, like, kill themselves. Or that people have accidents because they don't take care of it properly or they don't employ it properly. And it would be kind of cool to have the funny little device that does, you know, that's kind of cool. It's like a fun thing. It's terrible. I mean, they shouldn't be allowed. But if they are gonna be, I want to play with it. You know? I don't know. It's like smashing a can, like crushing down a can with your foot. It's like unnecessary and it's silly and there's no like real point in it, but it's fun. You know, it's a good time. Old firearms are so much cooler with the gunpowder and stuff. Arkansas is an open carry state, brother. Pew pew. Base? Yeah, I'm gonna go to Arkansas. Real. Learn jiu-jitsu. You can't choke yourself. You can't choke yourself or break your own arm very easily. I feel like a gun would be better than jiu-jitsu. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. Wait. This is how I feel about half these conversations. This scene. Oh wow, this is like a high quality recording. This scene where they're talking about how he's gonna take him out with the sword. But this is, yeah, it's basically jiu-jitsu. And he's gonna go and you're gonna get black. That would be me. See, that's me right there, you know? Yeah. I love Mac. Yeah, honestly, Mac's great. Great, funny himbo energy. Very fond. Very fond. Muted? Oh no, I know it's muted. Don't worry. I'm not playing the audio. I don't want to play the audio. I was just showing you the scene. Yeah. But no, I feel like guns would be better than, You have guns, Tio? I want to see. You should show me your guns. Firearms are cool as long as there are mandatory training and background checks. Also, some guns are too powerful to be legal. Yeah, I mean, look, if they're like super low rates of fucked up things happening, if people are like checked properly, then I don't see an issue with them existing, right? We shouldn't like, if something's spooky, scary, we shouldn't make it illegal if it's not actually doing damage. So if you can find a way to like effectively reduce harm as much as possible, then yeah, fuck it, let them be legal. Who cares? Everyone in the stream is so clearly didn't grow up in the middle of nowhere. Awful. Let them, it's okay. It's okay. I grew up in the middle of nowhere, but in an English village where we didn't have guns. So, it doesn't really do much. I want to own a duck butt for the bit. What's a duck butt? What's that? Duck gun? Oh, pistol. It's a pistol? Oh, it's one of these. I was telling my mum about these. I was telling my mum about these the other day. I don't know why. I think I was talking about a group of 4 people I wanted to get rid of. So I referenced this. These are so fucking funny. I love these. They're so goofy. Who did this? Weezer beware, honestly. I watched my dad shoot a coyote when I was like 7. That's gotta have fucked you up though, right? It's gotta have like fucked you up, like seeing an animal get murdered. I don't know. I think I saw my dad like cut off a chicken's head, but the chicken was already dead. And that was like, that kind of fucked with me. I once like cut off a rabbit foot. And that fucked with me. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of animal death. Not animals like that especially, I don't know. If they can make like cute sounds, it's sad. They can't make noises, you know. Not really. Coyote kept trying to kill our dog, so we killed it first. Oh, that's fine then. Yeah. I mean, that, and there are also like invasive species who you should be killing anyway. But I just like, I don't know. I don't want to see an animal die. It's just sad. I don't know. But yeah, people who can stomach that should be doing it. My dad used to take me to shoot squirrels. That's depressing. Gross. Squirrels are so cute. Why would you do that to them? Leave them be. I don't know. Who like saw squirrels? What do I mean invasive? They're native to North America? What are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about the coyotes thing? I don't know. They could be invasive and native, couldn't they? They could just be like native to a different part of the country. Could they not? Okay, calm down. You are very confrontational about your invasive facts. Okay, it's okay. Don't worry. I've eaten squirrel. Ew. I mean, I bet squirrels probably taste good. I feel like I would not survive the American South. What? You mean having to kill things? Yeah. Gee, it's okay. It happens. Don't worry. Yeah. I also just have a grudge against squirrels. What did squirrels do to you? What happened? Do you have like a family history against squirrels or something? What's going on? Did they kill your like granddad or something? They're dumb. Okay, real. I've had squirrel before, but I don't remember. I was like 6. Average 6-year-old meal in America. Squirrel. Real. Very healthy. That's a balanced diet. American food pyramid, and it's just squirrel. Squirrels are adorable. I pet one once, and now I have a deep, indescribable love for those little goobers. Yeah, they're cute. I believe, I'm not sure if it's like a dream that I had or an actual memory, but I feel like I've like handed a squirrel a thing, and it took it out of my hands and it was like, nom, nom, nom. It's so cute. It's great. Very fun. A squirrel bought our family farm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Squirrels drove us to bankruptcy. Yeah. I don't really like nuts, and it kind of tastes like nuts to me. That makes sense. That makes sense. Seen a lot of animal carcasses growing up Lafau. I'm fairly desensitized. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, I would probably get used to it, but I like not being, you know? I like that stuff like that makes me uncomfortable, you know? It feels healthy, right? It feels like it's the right reaction to have to, like, death, you know? Like, I used to be, you know, an edgy child on the internet and you know, see all the horrible, fucked up gore stuff and whatnot. And I was desensitized after a while. And then the more I thought about it and the more, like, I was, like, came into contact with, like, death on a personal level and the way that it had been tainted by me being desensitized like that, I don't know, it felt uncomfortable. But yeah, I'm happy being uncomfortable there, you know? Like, I'm happy to be uncomfortable with all of that, you know? I think that's great. I'm chilling with that, you know? Foxes are very cute, very fond of foxes. I want a fox. Have you folks seen those fucking cute little pet fox videos on YouTube? They are so fucking adorable. I'm like, Finnegan the fox, dude. Finnegan, my guy. All right, look at this dude. Isn't that awesome? I'm one of those people. I'm convinced I could raise like a big cat. You know, like a cat that's way too big. A cat that could like murder me by accident. You know, I'm like fully convinced I could like hang out with one. It would be so awesome, you know? It would be great. I don't know, you know? My favorites are Valois black-nosed sheep. That's crazy. Oh, nutrias are wild. Yeah, I saw a nutria outside once, and I was really confused because I didn't know that they existed. So I thought it was the biggest rat I had ever seen, and it was fucking terrifying because it was at night and it was approaching me. And it was like the scariest fucking thing. Wait, because I couldn't see it as well. I had like a video of its shadow, like kind of like coming towards me with this like little fucked up body. And it was like the scariest thing. They don't look very scary here, but look, I promise, okay? I promise. You guys ever ran into a wolf spider? No, I have not. They don't do spiders. I don't know if they do wolf spiders here. I'm not sure. We might? I don't know. Spiders, we don't seem to have like the giga huge spiders. Maybe someone can correct me there. But yeah, we don't have any dangerous spiders, yeah. Body shaming? Look. Wait a minute, how are you giving me shit for saying stuff about spiders? Okay, look, the things I've heard you say about bugs, alright? Don't give me shit about body shaming, okay? What about capybaras? They're pretty cute. Kind of W animal, right? I think capybaras are cuter than nutrias. The nutria looks like the fucked up cousin of the capybara who didn't like quite make it, you know? Yeah. No, the other animals you said they have fucked up bodies? No, I didn't. I haven't said anything bad. Buck spiders? Okay, alright. No, but these guys are fucked up as well. They're terrifying. Awful. People eat capybaras during Lent because it's fish. Is that true? No. I don't know why I like checked that. Oh. That's fucking crazy. Why does it sound like that? Okay, awesome. They also make the water splashing sound. Look up quackers. Quackers, I'm so fond of quackers. Quackers look like a real Pokemon. They just look like a Pokemon. Like, what the fuck? Who made this? Who did this? It's just like, it's like if you like put like a silly, if you like asked God to make a silly little guy, like this is like immediately what would happen. Beavers are fish because they have scales? I think they're rodents. Wait, are you fucking with me? I'm confused. Okay, look, don't gaslight me, okay? My dad found a brown recluse in my childhood bedroom and they made me move downstairs for a while. Yeah, no, I was told about those. Those are fucking scary as well. I'm like scared of the spiders we have to deal with in America. Because I'm used to all the friendly European animals who can't really do that much. But you know, beavers were classified as fish until the end of the Middle Ages. Oh, okay. Well, I thank God we're not in the Middle Ages then. They're not very smart. This is not a serious country. It is seriously fucked up what kind of animals you have, but yeah, not a serious country at all. Eating capybaras during Lent is like a South American Catholic thing. Interesting. Look up wisents. They're like bisons, but bigger and cooler. Wisents? Wisents? Oh yeah, I've seen these. These are just bisons, right? Oh, European bison. Yeah. Oh yeah, we have the difference. Yeah, I looked into this once. I don't know why I looked into this, like the difference between the bisons across different countries. But yeah, we got like special shit going on. These guys are fucking gnarly though. They are so cool. Like that's an awesome fucking, that's sick, you know? That's kind of awesome. Saw a brown recluse in the closet in my house and I haven't opened it in like a year. Now I'm scared. Wow, just because it's in a closet? Dude, what's wrong? You got a problem with the gay spider? How dare you? It's terrible. There's beavers in Europe? Yes, we have beavers, right? Yeah, we have beavers. There's lots of beavers. They're very peaceful as well. I'm seeing them in a wild. We have the only wild habitat of them over here. Oh, really? I need to look into this. I would be very curious about more like animal population distribution. I've looked that up for like certain specific ones, but not like in excess. But it seems very interesting. Unfortunately, I need to dip because I got stuff to do. That's okay, Bloom, but thank you for dropping by. It was lovely having you. You're a fantastic chatter. I appreciate you. Brown recluses live pretty shortly. I live pretty short. You're probably fine. Oh, okay. Yeah, then Gene, you're okay. Don't worry. You're okay. All good. We do not have exclusive beavers. We have exclusive wisents. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Okay. Why is this? I guess we just do animal streams now, real base. But they lay eggs? Oh god. Can we stop talking about the fucked up, spooky, scary spider thing? It won't. Let's be real. Let's be real. It's probably fine. They're probably dead. This is more interesting than politics. That's depressing. I don't know. Do we have any other animal suggestions? Do we want to rate animals? Is this an animal stream now? What the fuck was that? Wait. Let's do animal quiz. I'm sure we got an animal quiz somewhere, right? Wait. Okay. Oh my god, we got a Britannica quiz. Okay. All right, folks. All right. Rate storks. I'm shipping you a brown recluse in the mail. Please don't. I killed it when I saw, but still spooky. What if there's more? There's probably nothing. You're fine. Don't worry. It's okay. This is politics. Yeah. So real. Okay. Name this animal. Okay, folks. Wait. Hold on. Guys, please. What's happening? What is this? It looks fucking cool though. That's kind of a cool animal. Look at that nose, dude. That's a powerful sniffer. Knuckles? This is Knuckles. Is this an echidna? Echidna? Vole? Vole? They have two penises? Wait, what's happening? Oh, wait. Fucking time. Okay. I didn't realize there's a timer on this. They have two. That's kind of sick. I gotta get decked out like that. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, this is giving me heart palpitations, actually. Holy fucking shit. Wait. Okay. All right. Here we are. This is mildly more chill. I've also got two. Doesn't make them spec. Let's go. Double. Fucking dual-handed. Let's fucking go, dude. Awesome. This is a chinchilla. I think this is a chinchilla. This looks like a chinchilla to me. Could be a kind of gerbil. Gerbil. Okay. I got it right. That counts. That's a W. That's a W right there. That's a W. Okay, guys. Okay. What could this possibly be? Okay, clownfish. Okay, is this a honey badger or an otter? I think this is an otter, right? This is an otter? Otters, otter fans in chat? Okay, otter. Real, otter. Okay, we got it. What's this? Is this a gecko? This is an iguana. I'm not trolling, I know. Okay. Is this a dodo? No, wait. Sorry, that's not a dodo. That's an albatross. It's an albatross. I knew it. I'm not fucking stupid. It's an albatross. It's a fucking albatross. I know what it is. This is a narwhal. It has the fucked up thing. Dodo isn't even I have my brain. My brain doesn't need the options. I have the knowledge. I could look away. That's a tooth? That's fucking crazy. That's a tooth? Okay. Oh, okay. Is this a dodo? Shut up. This is the guy people call wise beyond his ways. Is this a dodo? Oh, shut the fuck up. Okay, shut up. Be polite, okay? Alright? Okay. This is a red panda. I'm familiar with these. Look, I can, if you want me to, I can go, what the fuck is this? This is a mane cat, right? Are these the fucked up ones? No, it's a tanuki! Okay. Wait, what the fuck does a mane cat look like? Am I retarded? Wait, are the main... Oh my god, wait. Did I just... No, it's a fucking Maine Coon. That's what it's referring to. Oh, I thought it was a different animal. Oh, I have to kill myself. In Minecraft. That's it. It's so over for me. It's Jova. This is it. Okay. Anyway, no, I knew what was going on, okay? I knew what was happening, alright? I know what animal that was. This is cute. I like these. I'm a big fan of these. These are awesome. This is fennec. Fennec. I thought they were just called fennec. I guess they're called fennec foxes. I know this because of Pokemon. That's where you get all the real animal information from. That's like if you wanna become a biologist, you gotta watch all of Pokemon, because of Fennekin, obviously. That's a vegetable? No. Wait, what? Am I okay? This is wait, it's not a kangaroo? Okay, so wallaby. Is that a wallaby? This is a one of those strange Australian creatures. One of those fucked up machinations, alright? Not a real animal, okay? This is actually just like 2 small children employed by the government to be put in like a weird suit. What is this? Wait. Sorry. Right, I know what this is. This is a capybara. We just spoke about it. I don't know why that was my instant reaction. It's okay. It's okay. This is a puffin. I was gonna say puffin. We got it. I think I'm gonna get the score, folks. I think this is it. My 150 IQ test is coming back. This is a booby. I know these because it's funny. It's funny. I've looked. I've. Don't ask me what I've been doing on Google, okay? That's why I'm very aware of these guys. Sorry. This is a fucked up. This guy is that is one fucked up dog. What's going on here? This is an aardvark, right? I remember Tapir because I once was hanging out with someone and we were playing Cluedo. Because we're really fucking cool, and somebody used the word tapir, and they showed me what it was, and they started talking about wait, it's not, wait, why did I click on it? I knew it was a fucking, okay. Anyway, no, I know what's no, that's the sexy music. No, okay, this is it. I won. I did it. This is great. Yay. Perfect. Okay, that's a fucking 100% score. That's a 100% score right there. I'm feeling smarter and smarter with every second. Hey, if you want me to be mean to you about everything that you've ever said wrong, I can start making you feel dumber again, okay? Don't worry, we can equal it out. But no, it's okay. All right, 11 out of 15. I know basically every animal. You could... This is a quiz from the website, the Encyclopedia Britannica, and they are shaking in their boots at my, like, fucking feats of knowledge, okay? I have never said anything wrong about animals. Okay, that is the only measure of yeah. No, that's good. I don't know. I used to care a lot more about that kind of thing. I thought it was like cool, and then I moved more into not really caring as much anymore. But you know, it's nice. I'm happy to hear people's animal knowledge and stuff. But you know, also ease up. You know, it's okay. Don't be too you know, chill. I'm a tech major, but I should have been a biologist. You should have. This is the most chaotic thing I've had to listen to while driving for work. How did you type that, T.O.? What's going on there? What's happening? This is very concerning. We accept your faults. Thank you. You are so kind. You're so kind. Quote have personality quizzes? What's that? Let's take a look. Quote have quizzes. All right, terrifying. Okay. Oh no. Wait, what should we look up? Give us a term to find a quiz for, and we'll go into it. What kind of bread am I? What else? Lay's chips? What Lay's chips am I? Eurotards don't know what a red light is? Wow. Excuse me, okay? Alright. I missed all the politics because I've taken an exam, so I get the nonsense at the end. You are so welcome. I should take a fandom quiz. Okay. Wait, I need to get better at making decisions quickly. What is my spirit dog breed? What kind of octopus are you? In qual ed Sheeran T identifici? Third life spotted? Huh? What? What's happening? What place would you come in third life? In a game of blood and death, what place would you end up? I have no idea what this is talking about. Strange. What is your high school stereotype? Which Kotick family do you fit in with most? Which Bridgerton couple am I? I've never seen Bridgerton. Minecraft YouTube stuff? Do get Danganronpa? Painful for me to admit I may have had a Danganronpa phase when I was younger. Maybe, perhaps, alright. Maybe, perhaps. We can look up Minecraft, actually, okay? Minecraft, very universal. Very universal. Very universal. Yes, yes. English! Wait, they have 4 Minecraft quizzes? Oh, I'm in the food and drinks category. Okay. Excuse me. Which Hermitcraft member are you most like? What Minecraft mob suits me best? This sounds perfect. Okay. Wait, is this the second? Did I click through already by accident? Am I silly? Okay. There we are. Okay. Alright, we got it. This is fascinating. Okay, what's my favorite biome? We have cherry, deep dark. What the fuck is deep dark? What the fuck is that? I haven't been playing Minecraft for like 5 years now or something. Like I have it. Find Transformers quiz. That would be kind of awesome. I see your profile picture there, huh? You're trying to you're trying to bring in the Transformers into the stream. This guy has not played Minecraft in a long time. I have not. No, I don't know. I just with all the the huge amount of changes, I don't know. It's just I miss the old days, you know. These are all. I mean, this is pretty. I like the caves. The cherries biome is very cute though as well. Tiger biome. I like the wood. I like how the wood looks in this. Carmack's MC server one. We could do that. You asked me to. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I never got around to it. I'll go with the lush caves for now. How do I like my world? Beautiful and gardens everywhere. Silent. Anything but a super bright and loud thing. This is the autism. This is the autistic option. Dude to the max called MC server. Dude, the max called MC. Wait, is there one? Is there one? I mean, you could make one, but if there is one, then yeah, based. Anyway? Lotta? Loud and very much creativity. Silent but redstone. Mega builder. Voids and flaws. Silent but redstone. I tried to get into redstone. I made a couple of cool things. I made a lot of bigger total failures, but you know, we made some fun little thingies. That was fun. How is gaming? Silent, great. This is literally the best literally ever. I don't know, it's well, I'm too busy building. I don't look either. I'm baffled by this. I think I'm losing. I think I'm like having a really slow stroke right now. Like beautiful, colorful, and flowers. I think so. I think so. I think so. You know, beautiful and colorful flowers. How is UR game mode? Hardcore, peaceful, normal, easy, creative, spectator. Oh yeah, I'm dude. When I'm in Minecraft, all right, don't get me started on spectator mode. All right. I don't care which. I'm rich in lush. What does this mean? Cuck mode? True. Maybe that's for the mine cucks. You know, we can't discriminate. I would play on normal though. I'm a normal player. Just wondering. Prime, Gatorade, Starbucks. What the fuck is this? Some strange American machination. Probably poison. Time you take a sip, it like takes like minutes away. Off-brand orange soda, scary. Crush grape. Is this? What is this? What are these unnamed purple drinks? What are they? What's going on here? Yeah, interesting, curious. I'm gonna go with the Starbucks to be sure. I'm okay. I'm an axolotl. We did it. Thank you. Thanks everyone. I'm very proud of myself. Alright. That is not a normal American drink. This is a German drink, Max. I don't think that was the German one, no. I know the Fritz brand and it looks different. But you know, maybe it's one that's been exported to elsewhere. But yeah. I don't know. Have you seen American Fanta? Okay, you can't tell me you don't have fucked up strange drinks, alright? Let's not pretend here. Okay. But yeah. Do DreamWorks movies? DreamWorks? Oh god. Let's see. DreamWorks. Which DreamWorks character am I? Oh god, wait, I gotta get another hit in, alright? Okay. Wait, do you folks, I mean, I could let, oh my god, there are too many options. I would let you vote. You know. What do you refer to when you say Fanta? I mean the drink Fanta. Okay? Look. EU versus US Fanta. I mean the one that doesn't look like poison. Okay? This is so real. This image, that's my entire political ideology. Okay? This is what it boils down to. Okay, American Fanta, fucked up. Alright, horrible, awful, terrible situation. Okay, European Fanta, beautiful, lovely, tasty. Racism, you're Polish. sorry. I mean, wait, you talk shit about Americans more than I do. What are you talking about? What? Why is yours piss? It looks like piss? Have you ever seen orange juice? Do you see orange juice and you go, oh, gross. Why doesn't it, what the fuck? Why is it yellow? What? Look, okay, that's just how orange looks. You never said it's bad? Yes, you have. You shit on America. What are you talking about? What is this revisionism? What are you fucking going back on your America takes for? Oranges are yellow? Okay. Orange juice has texture and opacity. Yeah, unlike the American one, which is like a scary thingy. No, I never said shitting on America is bad. Oh, okay. Okay, sure, I'll take it. I won't drink Fanta, but when I do, it is tasty. Yeah, Fanta's pretty good. I do not back out of my views. Oh, okay, never? That sounds not healthy. Even when you're wrong. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. I think I'm gonna go for one more thing, and then we're gonna wind it down actually, because I'm a little sleepy, a little EP sleepy right now. But yeah. I need to figure out what to do next. No, your Fanta is piss because it's yellow and clear. If your piss is this color, you need to go to the doc. For which one? To be fair, they just look like different degrees of like dehydration, you know? Like if you know, I feel like it could get pretty bad. Both of them, yeah. That's kind of fair. I mean, yeah. Yeah, stay hydrated, chatters. Reminder, drink. Don't make your piss look like American Fanta. Okay? What the fuck? Drugs? No. This isn't that.
Life. There's roadblocks. Wet ass P-word.
Beta? What am I doing? I'm nothing. I'm hanging out. Water's my favorite drink, and I mean this entirely unironically. That's so base, dude. Good for you. If you can convince yourself to have water be your favorite drink, you've won, right? Like that's like chicken and rice being your favorite meal, you know? It's great. Water tastes great, but only out of certain cups. That is the most, neurodivergent shit. Yeah, I get you though. Yeah. I like sparkling juice. That's fucked up. That's really fucked up. Germans will do that. In Germany, the standard for water is fizzy water. Everyone has fizzy water. So like, and also like if you're like a kid and you have juice at like a German household, they're gonna dilute it with water. So they make it like this weird like fizzy, gross mixture with the juice, and it's just not nice. It's just not fun. I visited the prison Rosa Luxemburg was held in today. That's based. Fun. Cool. When coming home from school. W. That's the fun thing about living in like a city with like historical relevance, right? Being able to go around seeing all like the cool shit that's like somehow had some role in history. It's pretty cool. More quizzes. I think I might leave that for now. I don't know. I wanna wind the stream down perhaps, so we'll see. I don't mean that. I just mean soda with less acid, basically. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I can appreciate that. Yo, cuck? That's crazy, Emu and on. Where did that come from? What the fuck? That was nuts. Yeah. Holy shit. EP sleepy, dude. Fucked up. What do we... How to tell if a cat is depressed? Wait, I'm just gonna play this in the background for you for a second. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah. I love historic cities. It's very cool. It's very fun. Yeah, I love being in Berlin and like going to all the places and being told about it all and like finding out about all the interesting little things. So cool. It's so fascinating. Love cats. Me too, dude. I'm very much a cat person. Dogs stress me out, unfortunately. I'm sure there are dogs that wouldn't, but I've dealt with a lot of dogs that have. So, but you know, maybe I'll be won over one day. You know. I pray. I don't want to be prejudiced towards dogs, you know? That feels fucked up. Terrible. But yeah. The cat is so adorable, all cats are so cute. I know, right? I'm so fond of cats. It's such a great breed of animal. It's so interesting how they've kind of like established their like safe place in society, you know? Like cats have that funny little thing where they have this what is it? It's a type of parasite? No, not a parasite, like this thing which gives you brainworms to like cats. I forgot what thing it is exactly. That and like the way that you can kind of see that that's like very clearly had influence throughout history, like in Egypt and stuff, like how they treated cats there. It is, wow, they really wanted to watch this video, but like it's so fascinating. It's really cool. I feel like I don't know. It's like a cool thing. You know, like they kind of made it as a species, you know? Like what like better spot could you have than like where cats are? Like we were going somewhere with my teacher and she just went, this is where the Iron Cross was created. What do you mean the Iron Cross? The most iconic German order? That's fucking wild, yeah. See, that's awesome. I want a pigeon really bad. I support you, dude. Fucking try and get a pigeon. I wanted to befriend a crow really badly a few months ago. I had like, for like a week, I was like set on the idea of trying to like get a crow to like be chill with me, not like to have it as a pet, but like just to like, you know, have one I know, you know. It would be like so cool. It would be so sick. They're domesticated, so yeah, true. Birds are really cool. Birds are super cool and they're so smart, you know. They have like such big brain. Sick. Awesome. So silly. They are the silliest. Okay, alright. I think I should wrap it up. Alright. I appreciate you all for dropping by. Stream again in probably like a week or so. I'm not sure. I'll try and do 2 if I can, but we'll see how it pans out. But yeah, thank you all for dropping by. I appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next one, okay? You all take care of yourselves. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye.
I'm gonna come. Gay.